So welcome everybody to our town hall meeting. Thank you so much for coming. I truly appreciate it. I'm Jackie, the program coordinator / self-appointed director here. And our facilitator is Adrian. You may have remembered him from last month. And I'm gonna let him take it from here.
Hello you guys, welcome back to, once again, we have Tina from the city of Salinas. We have Gloria from Homeless Advocate, and we have Chinatown Navigation Center. Where's it? You guys right there? If you guys have any questions or you guys need Spanish translation, please let me know. We have Jennifer with us helping us, myself, I can translate it for you guys. Or any specific questions, feel free to ask, okay? You guys ready?
All right, say it in Spanish just in case.
Okay, yeah. Well, tenemos la visita de Tina, que trabaja en la ciudad de Salinas. Tenemos a Gloria, una enviada por la agencia de Homeless. Y tenemos al centro de navegación de Chinatown. So, si tienen alguna pregunta o quieren que los traduzcamos en español, por favor nos pueden decir. Go ahead, Tina.
Very good.
I just wanted to remind everyone that there's time to get to everybody's questions.
So your job, you work down at the city for whatever the whole city needs, right?
Not the whole city needs for Chinatown in the downtown district.
Oh, so they're like districts.
Yes.
So you work for the district here, and okay, I see.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Everyone will have time to get to your questions. Try to be respectful of your neighbor. Last time we had some people leave. So I thought we could just open it up with general questions and answers, and then we'll move through the topics. Yes, ma'am.
Those porta potties, they're not clean. There's no toilet paper. There's no ventilation. So why even have them there? People are still going potty in the street because it's been 2 weeks since they've been cleaned. You know, it's just, and the smell, like the people that live next to it, I feel sorry for them. You know, and if the city wants us to use something, make it decent. Make it something you will want your mother to use. You know what I'm saying? This city needs a lot of help. What really gets me is like when I tell somebody I'm homeless, oh, I'm sorry. For what? You didn't put me in this situation. I put myself here. And I do not feel sorry for myself. It has empowered me. It has made me humble. I sleep, I eat, and I drink well every day of my life here. I help my friends. When they need to go to the hospital, I call the ambulance. When I see somebody being picked on, I butt in. But don't feel sorry for us. Help us empower ourselves. Give us the resources. Don't just say, oh, here it is. No. Don't make it easy. Make it hard so we don't want to come back here.
Thank you for your feedback. Appreciate it. Yes.
To add to that, they're also, when they do clean it, whatever some of us put in there, who mess it up for the few that messes it up for the many, that puts clothes and everything else, they're taking it out and dumping it right next to the person's tent. Right next to it. And that's unsanitary in itself. Because that makes us feel like we're dogs, or we're garbage, or we don't even, we're human beings. Just like the rest of them, we're human beings as well. We have feelings, we bleed the same. So,
Treat us the same as you would anybody else.
exactly.
So let me just tell you what's going on with the porta potties. So the porta potties, those are pumped twice a week. Every 4 toilets is pumped twice a week. And what's happening is clothes are being put down into the receptacles. So what we'll do is we can get something to put in there, so people's unwanted clothes, they can just put it in there rather than put it into the receptacle. If I could have a volunteer, like someone who's good on the computer, to make up like 4 signs, I'd appreciate that. I'll get the receptacles and stuff going. I just need some signage that says, please dispose unwanted clothes in this receptacle.
Won't work because I know a person who actually made signs, do not put clothes or used needles and all
They
this.
clean themselves with the clothes because there's nothing.
Yeah, that's something, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, and so, you know, I understand the shower situation down here right now. So
It's getting better.
what we want to do is we want to have a place for people to put any like ripped or stained or soiled clothes so they don't have to throw it down in the thing. So maybe it's a barrel outside, maybe it's something inside, but
Lock up
the
the
clothes
toilet
plug up the pumper when they pump it out.
And also lock up the toilet paper.
They do like it. They're gonna be opening the health center under different naming stuff on the beginning, the 1st of November, I think. There'll be 15 beds. I don't know if it's for women or men or
Well,
whatever.
navigation center.
That's why
Hold on, do you have a question regarding the
No, I
porta
just wanted,
potties?
porta potties, you go 2 blocks that way on Church Avenue, there's porta potties down there where you pump and you actually wash your hands. There's 2 of them down there near the new restaurant, 24/7. You go down to the next parking lot, there's 2 more, you pump with the water, wash your hands, and they're clean 24/7.
What street is that?
Everybody's worried about these, those are sanitary and kept up, maintained very well.
What street is that, sir?
You just go down to the new restaurant over there, right after the new train depot, you know, the train construction. The next restaurant right there, there's in the corner of the lot, there's two porta potties down there in the parking lot. They got, to wash your hands and everything, 24/7 right there. Nobody bothers you, and they're sanitary and everything.
So I believe they're set up for the construction workers.
No, it's not set for the construction, nobody, not at the construction site.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you really wanted to be sanitary and
Yeah.
clean, because these here don't have no water to wash your hands or nothing like that. These are unsanitary as is, because you should have to be able to wash your hands after touching the door now.
Isn't there hand sanitizer in each unit?
No.
There's nothing. Yeah, there's no cleaning of the hands. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Down there, they got the pump for the water, washing your hands.
Yeah,
That's another thing, like them saying that we're nobody, we don't have to wash our hands
Hey, so,
after we use the bathroom.
no.
So that's not what the intent is.
And that's just,
Yeah.
so what Tina's saying is like, for her to get the toilets down here, right, this has been a huge battle. Like you guys don't even have a clue. It's been a huge battle, so she's done a ton of work on it. What we'd hate to see is we know that, just like you said, we are humans. We have needs that we need to have met, right? We need to go use the restroom, wash our hands. So this is like a big test, and we want it to be successful, trust me. We want this to, so like the clothes and the thing, that's just something that's gonna cause the company who's being really generous and putting the toilets down here to say, we can't do this anymore, we're gonna pull it out. So I wanna make sure that we're.
You always wanna have that up for the many, yet again.
So let's just try to make sure we're using our peers, you know, and talk about it so we can do it. I don't wanna be the one wagging our finger, right? Nobody likes to listen to the police tell them what to do, but if you tell them, everybody.
So a really important thing for you right now, I understand that you mentioned barrels, and that's a whole different thing, but I believe that these people, I have not used them personally, but I know that when you're out there, you don't have no paper, so they'll use a rag, or they'll take off their sweaters even, just to wipe. So I don't think that the problem with that is, let's put barrels for people to, let's put clothing there that we don't need. I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is the toilet paper. Maybe if they were to put toilet paper every day, maybe, or that would help. I think that's the reason why the things are getting caught with the, yeah. It's not about unwanted clothing.
Taken by other people.
And then you said
Okay,
we wash it twice.
Ma'am, you have to wait to be called on. You've spoken 4 times now. Is there someone else?
I seen the man cleaning up the porta potties,
Yeah.
and he put toilet paper in there, just 2 rolls, but some people take the toilet paper, and that, nothing we can do about it.
There's nothing I can do about that. There's something you all can do about that.
Well, the first time they cleaned it, they didn't even put the toilet paper up on the road, just set it there.
All I can really do is see if I can get it looked at more, stocked more. And I still think we're gonna run into the issue with the clothes down the receptacles. So I really would like to put like something where you could put unwanted clothes. Can I get a volunteer from someone to create some computer signs?
Bridget, yeah, Erin's got it.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
And I'd like to thank the cops right here, he's a very good homeless helper cop. When I used the porta potty over here, he asked me if they were clean, and they were clean that day, but another day, I used the ones over here, and I told him to clean right there. They're dirty now, and then the next time I went, they were clean, so thank you, officer.
I heard he's a very nice officer. I haven't met him personally, but other people don't like officers. I heard he's a very nice officer, so thank you very much for being a nice person.
I'm probably not nice, but I'm gonna try to be professional, okay? I'm gonna try to be respectful.
Right.
And we need to be respectful to each other, and as long as we're respectful to each other, hey, we're both
So,
human beings.
as of this week, the pumping went to 3 times a week on the porta potties, just to let you know. Sir?
Just on the positive note, it says going negativity. Last time we had 40 bodies in here, people were staying in there for 2-3 hours, shooting up smoking crack all day in the porta potties. It hasn't been happening around.
That's good.
Yeah, I pretty much found a used rig in there, and I took it and gave it to my friend to do the needle exchange. Still.
Okay, yes.
They're gonna be opening up the health center, I don't remember under what name.
The Chinatown Navigation Center.
They said the 1st of November.
What is that for?
So what I would like to do is I would actually like to introduce some of the staff that will be staffing that. It will be the Chinatown Navigation Center, and it will operate in 2 phases. So I'd like to introduce Christina Soto from Community Homeless Solutions. And Christopher Rodriguez. Yeah. Do you all want to come up and maybe field some questions?
Hi, good afternoon. So we'll take your questions right now. So my name is Christina, and I will be the interim manager of the Navigation Center until we get our management team on board. Chris here is going to be our coordinator until we hire our permanent coordinator. We currently run the homeless shelter down in Hollister, which is it's open every single day of the year from 4:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was happy to be working with Tina because they're going to be replicating our model for the second phase, the shelter portion for here. So I was really excited to come aboard and help get this going. So we are tentatively looking at opening on November 1st. So our hours are going to be 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. for showers and restrooms. And then we're going to either open up in the afternoon, either at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. for a 4-hour block. So we wanted to ask you all what 4-hour block in the afternoon or the evening works best for all of you, so that we know what time to open up later on in the afternoon.
So we can do 5 to 9, 6 to 10, 7 to 11.
So it's going to be whatever's going to work for you all. The Navigation Center will only be as successful as you help us make it be. So we really want to make it a place for you all to be able to use the facilities, but we're also going to be depending on you to help us keep it clean and help keep it running, so that way it can be open, so we can keep it open longer. And it is going to be open 7 days a week, so Sunday through Saturday. That is something that we really feel is really important. And I want to let you know that Tina is a great advocate for you guys. So you guys should be really proud of all the stuff she does for you guys that you guys don't know, but she really does advocate for you.
Oh, I really
So,
know.
yeah. Did you want to say anything? So we are open for questions.
I was told there's gonna be 15 beds available.
So that's part of phase 2, and phase 2 looks like it's going to be opening up in February 1st, like January, February 1st.
So would that be for both women and men, or
Yes.
just women, or just men?
So the way the floor plan looks right now is it's going to be 15 male beds and 6 female beds, but that's not set in stone yet. We are still going to be discussing a little bit on how that's going to look. We want to look at data, we want to look at demographics to see, because I know like Victory Mission has men's beds, right?
Exactly.
So we want
And women do not.
And we want your feedback on that so that we know, but tentatively, that's what we're looking at right now.
So you're talking about blocking off a segment of time. Like, right now, we have to get up at 5 in the morning to put our clothes outside, only 6 people can wash a day. And now they're gonna do where you can only wash once a week. Some of us have different problems. You know, we have accidents or what have you. Once a week is not enough to do your laundry here.
So we
So
are.
that would be something that maybe either one of us could, I could volunteer 1 day a week, all day, or one day, every day of the week, and I'll do laundry for people as long as I have where to wash.
So right now, we do not have a washer and a dryer in the center, but if any of you know where we can find a washer and a dryer, that is something we can take a look at doing. But as of right now, we don't, so we're talking about the towels, how we're gonna do the towels for the showers, so we wanna bring a question up to you all, right? Because you all know what's gonna work best here. So those are questions we're gonna ask, but as soon as we get laundry services, I know we've been in discussion how that's gonna work.
Dorothy's has an abundance of towels because one guy brought 500 towels. His friend passed away and he brought 500 towels. We can also, I would be willing to donate a dozen of towels. Shampoo, stuff like that. I would be, personally, I recycle, I'll be willing to donate. And my time, and my work. Because we're a family here. A lot of people say you're homeless. No, I have a home. I don't have a house, but I have a home. Because these are my brothers and sisters here. And we help each other out if you're sick, if somebody's picking on you, if you need your medication, if you need to be bathed, what have you. If you're handicapped, we try and, like, you're handicapped, go take your shower first. You gotta go to work, go first. I got nothing better to do. But we are a family here, and we're not homeless. We have a home, just not in.
So just so that you know, that is how we operate in Hollister. Every single person that comes to the shelter is not a client, is not a participant. They are our guests. And I let my team know that you need to treat them as guests and that we have to give you 110% of our service every single day. And if my team can't do that, then they don't have a part to be part of my team. But on the flip side, our guests cannot be rude or disrespectful to my team because my team works hard. They're the ones that have to deal with the everyday kind of things, right? And I make it, that's the fairest process that I can find. We have house meetings, we discuss things, that's why we want to talk to you about the towels, we want to talk to you about the hours of operation in the evening, because like I said, it's only as successful as you make it to be. So I will give you my card so you can contact me, and we can talk a little bit more about your ideas on how you see the navigation center running, okay? Yes, I'll come back to you. Yes.
Speaking of washer and dryers, I think that's a very, very important issue. Not because I've been looking for jobs, and sometimes we need clean clothes. And if you're homeless and if you're trying to help us out a lot, I think washing our clothes, like this is, it's all right, you know. I used to be a haircut, but I just look for a job. And washing our clothes, like she said, it's really hard here to wash clothes because there's only like five people to wash out of all these people in here. And so I think if you guys were to open up something like that, I think it would be very appreciated. I will even dedicate my time to help people wash the clothes because they need to like laundry.
And I noticed that to be important. When we opened up our Hollister Center, we didn't have laundry. And we barely got a laundry facility put into our center back in July. And it has made a huge difference for everybody there. because now you're not having to travel with your clothes and coming back. You have it right where it can be, and it's really easy access to you.
Right.
So I completely agree with you. I have it in my head, and I'm gonna write it down on my notepad so that we can come back and we can
And
revisit that.
can I get your card too? Because
Yes.
I have people that have access to washers and dryers. Maybe they can give a good deal off some of them.
Yes.
So I can ask you.
We may.
And like my parents said, especially my mom, and my dad, God rest his soul, they said, you gotta give respect to earn respect.
I completely agree with that. And that,
Now, unless we give you the respect,
Then we can't ask for it back unless I give it to you.
and my philosophy, the way I run my services is that whatever you have done in your past is in your past, but as soon as you walk through our doors, that's when I first know you. So that's always going to be, there's no judgment. Hey, I don't want to be here. I don't like your rules. That's fine. When you're ready, come back. That has always been my philosophy. That's always what I believe in. And that's where the respect comes, right?
exactly.
So I totally agree with you. And right now, as the interim manager, if any of my team shows you disrespect, I would like for you to let me know. Because I can't curb the problem unless I know. But it's going to fall back on the same, that if any of you are disrespectful to my team, I don't tolerate that either. So it has to be on both sides. Okay? There was somebody else. Yes.
Understanding the word guest. Guest in the word of Chinatown here, Miss Allen, if you're a guest here at any time, you are not able to get a job for 2 years on this block. It's her policy. I don't know if you know about the policy, there is a policy. I wanted to have it documented, and she said she was going to document it a couple of years ago and put it on the board, saying, but that's discrimination. So she did not put it on the board. So when you use the word guest, it strikes me weird, because you are not allowed to have a job on this block. If you have ever been a guest, meaning you ever use a shower or any of the facilities here, you will not have a job here for 2 years in Mrs. Allen's eyes. I'll just tell you that when you say guest, that really strikes me weird.
So I call guests at my center, they are guests because they deserve to be treated in that type of respect. And that is because they currently reside at the shelter, they have an assigned bed, and that is their bed for the longevity of their stay. I am not saying that you're a guest over here showering, right? There could be a different word or a different term, and maybe you can help me figure out what that word can be. But I'm just giving you an example of what my background is and what I've been doing.
Right.
And we've actually, my team and I have also made huge dents down in San Benito County with our homeless population. And it all begins with the positive way of looking at them. So now even the Board of Supervisors and City Council members don't see them as homeless, as clients. They are guests. They are guests at the shelter, and that's how you would treat somebody who's a guest in your home, right?
Right.
Because we're all
I'm looking at it as a positive thing, somebody's making a positive step. It makes it a step backwards again when you make yourself a positive. I'm very positive. I own a laundry mat. I can get laundry machine, but to be stepped on, kicked back, or anything like that, gets me frustrated, pissed off. Because I'm trying to make things better, but that's the way it is.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Like for myself, I'm 53, and there are young girls at Dorothy's that could be my children, most of them. And just because I'm older than them, that doesn't mean that they have to respect me because of my age. I have to respect them because they're the people of authority. They're the ones that help me get my job, my ID, what have you. So if I'm disrespectful to them, how do I expect them to go out of their way to help me? You have to treat people the way you want to be treated.
Are you talking about staffing?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not here to talk about other agencies' staffing.
No, I just mean, like, let's say you, okay? You may be younger than me, I don't know, and it's none of my business. But if you're younger than me, I need to treat you with that respect that I want you to give me, so that it would be reciprocated. Not, it's just in general,
Yeah.
you know? So what I'm saying, I can't walk in there and say, hey, you this and that, and I want it now. No, what if there's 20 people ahead of me? I have to wait for those 20 people. Be
Well, age is just a
respectful
number.
of them so that I can, unless I'm dying, then okay.
So to me, it's always about, it's never the message. It's the delivery of the message that you give. And that's one of the things that I work really hard with my team, because sometimes we do get frustrated, but it's never the message, it's the delivery. And how is it that we can change that? We can change that, right? And to me, it begins with, you know, who your leaders are, down to your management team, down to your staffing, right? But like I said, it comes both ways, right? So we just want to make sure, and we want to work on it to be able to do that. The other thing I noticed too is sometimes when someone is told no, then it becomes, oh, that staff person doesn't like me. Okay, let's sit down and talk about it, right? I'm one of those that likes to talk about it, resolve the issue, squash it, and move forward. And my team is like that. The team that we put together so far until we hired the permanent team have that same philosophy that, you know, don't take it personal. It's hard not to take things personal, but
My daughter has a saying, build a bridge and let's cross it.
Could I interject something? For phase 2, what we're doing is Community Homeless Solutions is going to work with a peer advisory council made up of representatives of folks who live down here. So far, I have 3 people that have committed, and I have 2 people that are currently thinking about it. That'll be the opportunity to talk about the rules there, how people want to live there, how you want to treat each other. I certainly hope that respect your elders will be one of the rules, but there will be an opportunity to give your input into phase 2 when it becomes a full navigation center and residence.
This goes with what she was saying, is what I've noticed at jobs when you go into a restaurant or here, even here, they bring their personal life in. Business is business, personal is personal, and they bring their problems, personal problems, just like my mom and dad brought their business problems, work problems home. You don't mix the two. And just because you had a fight with your wife or significant other, don't bring it into the office and take it out on us because we're asking for something and like, what do you want? You know, like, okay, service with a smile, not attitude. And it ruins our day when we're treated like everyone's treated like you don't want to be here, or you don't want this job, or you're just here because of the pay or whatever. And you're over here like with a sorry ass attitude, excuse my language. But for me personally, I've had that, when I wasn't even homeless, I had people treat me like that. And I'm like, okay, that ruined the whole day, my whole day, the rest of the day, especially if it was morning or afternoon. My night was ruined because I got, like kicking the dogs syndrome. The husband comes home, argued because he had a fight with the boss, takes it out on the wife takes it out on the kids kicked it off.
And customer service is always a hard thing. I always sometimes say, I don't think there's customer service anymore. Things are just different,
Exactly.
times are different, right? The era I grew in is very different than the ones that are coming up now, right? But the one thing is, as a team, we all agree that we treat everybody with dignity and respect. That has been my saying, it's always my saying, and we will continue to work towards that. And that's why I'm saying we are open. If I'm not there, Chris will be there, just to be able to address whatever needs to be addressed.
Thank you very much.
So one last thing, I don't think it's so much washing machine, it's also restriction on the use of water and how much water a person or building can use. So let's not, jump on this valve, It's not the machine. You got water restrictions, you got water bills. Come on. It's not the people that are volunteers. It's also water restrictions. You gotta look at her side of the story. She's got a kitchen running. She's got other things going on, showers, there's water restrictions also, and water bills.
That's a reality, thank you, sir, because when the center opens up, there will be a time limit on the showers, because there are going to be many people to shower, and we do have water restrictions in the area.
We have that now, 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
At 10 minutes, they knock on your door and they tell you 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And if you can, I'm in and out in 5. You know, but
I'm in
not
and out in
everybody
10.
can.
So I would like to invite Debbie up here. Oh, I'm sorry, did you have another question?
You know, I was going to tell you guys, like, the donations that come, you know, I don't think it's right that the workers that work there take the stuff before we, or even take the stuff that's not for them, or, you know, the homeless people. And I was in there one time, and then the people that worked there, the girls, they were taking the stuff. And then my tent is right across the street, so I sit in my tent and I see what they bring.
I would encourage you to tell that person's supervisor.
Yes,
They
I
shouldn't
did.
be taking things. Okay, what we'd like to do is,
Oh, she wanted me to introduce her. I'm all right. I am so sorry. And it happened to be a bill collector. Okay, I wanted to introduce a very exciting homeless advocate, a former community member. She's doing a lot of great work out here for you all. She's been part of, she's the most instrumental person in helping us give you the Chinatown block party. Remember that block party we had last year? We had the band out there. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
That was all Miss Debbie's doing, okay? Because she brought these up. Yeah.
Get ready for the soldier line now.
So I want to introduce her, give her another big shout out. She's going to tell you.
First, you know what? I love hearing what you guys, your questions and your answers. What you're saying is so right on, so on point. I'm 58 right now, but when I was 14 till I was almost 16, I was a resident here. But I had a praying mom that constantly came, and she would come and I'd be hiding in the corner and things like that. So I know my heart still goes out. Even though I've made it out, I don't forget where I was at. That's why I continue coming back and everything. On Saturday, November the 9th, we will be having the 3rd annual Chinatown Block Party.
Right on.
This block party is for you. Everybody that's coming, we have 9 car clubs, different agencies, organizations. We have a motorcycle club to bring haircuts to.
Hey, I like the AIDS Foundation that came here too. You know how they give out.
Yeah, so we're gonna have different agencies that
that's
are
awesome.
So everything is for you. You don't have to pay nothing. There's gonna be food, music, hygiene products, clothing for children, babies, adults, men, women. No organization here will even be taking a donation. Nobody is to take no money. Nobody is to have to feel like they're passing by something and give money. No, everything is being provided by businesses. We even have law enforcement coming out. We have dignitaries coming out because they want to be a part of this big event for you guys. This is your day. This block party is for you. So what we're gonna ask because this is your home. I understand this is your home. This is where you live. But on that day or the day before, you know, I'm sure they told you we're gonna need all this cleared out, everything. Yeah, because they're gonna be setting up their tarps, and in setting up their tarps, they don't want like anybody behind them to be in your space. So they're gonna be cleaning up.
This is for after. Will we be informed a week ahead of time, or?
We'll tell you right now.
Yes, ma'am, it's gonna be on the 7th. It's gonna be on the 7th.
7th?
And then from the 7th through the 9th, through the evening and the 9th, can't be anybody camping on Soledad Street.
Okay.
And this is not.
Last
you
year
guys
was
can help us,
awesome, and
yeah.
we have some music, and you
Yes.
danced with us, and there was people taking videos,
Yeah,
and the food was awesome, and the products, and I recycle, I got a lot of recyclables.
And everybody, all the organizations and everything are so excited to come back, and they're gonna be coming back with even more stuff. Because they seen the need and they seen what was going on here.
It was fun.
Any questions, one at a time, please, any questions?
I was kind of disappointed the last couple of times. Just on one matter, no temporary work services. They've been on their brochure saying there's temporary work services here for to get work, and there hasn't been none.
Okay, that's something else, that's not the Chinatown Block Party.
The
Sorry.
block party does that over here, yeah.
Yeah, this is just a party, we come one day and throw you guys a party.
Yeah, okay.
That's not Chinatown Block Party.
Yeah, I know.
Do you guys need any help with anything, cooking, cleaning, whatever?
You know what, if you guys wanna volunteer
Why not?
and get involved, because this is your home. This is where you live, this is your home. If you wanna get, help, go to the information booth, ask for Tigerina, that's my AKA Tigerina or Debbie. Okay, ask for Debbie. I would love for you guys to help, because see, that's the whole purpose of coming over
Yeah,
here.
that makes
Because
it
after,
fun, participation.
because after you guys can get, this is your place, you can, like you're letting them know what you need, and stuff to keep it. Because my thing is, what do I need to do to help you guys clean this up and you guys make it? Tell me what I need to do.
We need a place.
No, I mean, but on that day. I'll be here all day. No, but that's a good thing. That's why I'm listening to everything you guys have to say. And you know what? I remember, and we didn't have back then the I'll say luxuries you guys have right now.
Yeah.
Of them bringing in the porta potty, them bringing in this, you know what I mean? So we didn't have that back
But
then.
we
had
can
a.
clean it. We can clean it because it's our house.
Yeah, exactly. See, and you know what? That's awesome what you say, that we need to clean it because this is our house. And if you guys see somebody that ain't keeping their, ain't, but you know what? Don't just tell them. I tell you, you know what? Help them. You know, come on, let's clean this up. On that day when the officer and them are going to be coming up to clean the thing, everybody knows, right? All the stuff you guys don't need or you don't want, get it all together, and when they come up, you know what, throw it out that way. Because for me,
That's the problem.
but for me, I'll tell you, for me, somebody want to come and get my stuff, oh no, you ain't going to get my stuff. I'd rather give up my stuff myself. So you know what I mean, how, get your stuff together before they take it from you.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do it, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it that they got it?
Mommy says, not because this is, my mother has rented all of her life. She goes, this may not be my property, but I live here.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna poop on the floor. You can eat off of my mother's floor. And she's 78. So if she can clean it, I mean, if I see somebody hurt on the floor, I'm not gonna walk over them. How can I help you? How is your day? How's it going?
Any other questions to the Chinatown Block Party? Yes, sir.
Just listen, some of the people here grew up with privilege, and they still act privileged. Good with money, and mother back then when I was little, my father when he was 14. I grew up with nothing, but I used this intelligence.
Yes. Good for you.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Patrick.
I didn't finish saying it. You said good for you. That's what happens all the time.
No, I'm proud of you because you said you use your intelligence.
Nice statement.
Yeah.
So I use the porta potties. The people here have money. The people use heroin. Heroin is just they have lots of money. They take everything they can. They attack me when I can. They're nice when they have money in their pocket. When they're not nice, when they don't have money, they're really mean. And so the police do a good job. I thank them.
police do an awesome job. They do an awesome job out there.
But they, in the streets, they will come back.
Yeah.
They stole my cooler with ice in it, my camping stove, my big tent, and they laughed at me. That was the worst part, laughing.
Yeah, that's not good to laugh at.
You know, and I'm a Kung Fu instructor trained in Indonesia, which a lot of people here don't know what it is. But Indonesia is right south of, to the east of Thailand, above Australia, above.
I'll talk to you a little bit more after, okay? Because that's interesting what you want to.
I want to know who's going to dance with me at the block party.
Hey, you got a lot of people looking right here.
Hey, right here.
Come on, let's show me a hand like you're still on
He's
dance.
gonna dance at the block party. He's gonna dance at the block party. Raise your hands. Raise your hands. When a certain band comes up, this is the key, okay? You remember this is.
Yeah.
When a certain band comes up, I'm gonna say, people come over here, get ready for the Soul Train lines.
Yeah.
That's when wherever you're at, you're gonna sound on the Soul Train line. Okay? That's when everybody's gonna go through the Soul Train line. That's the thing.
I have one quick question. So when we have the street sweeps on Thursday,
Excuse me. We're coming. You go just.
so when we have the street sweeps on Thursday, what time is it gonna happen? And also, what time would they be allowed to come back?
It'll happen at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it'll probably last all day. And then Sunday morning will be when they come back and set up.
Okay, so 7 o'clock in the morning, you guys want to be ready to go. If you need any help, if you need any bags or anything else like that, then
And
just let us know.
remember about the railroad tracks, right? What happened last time?
Yeah.
Don't move onto the railroad tracks because it's gonna be the same thing. Please, please, please.
Well, you can come talk to me about that. I have some ideas that I can't be sharing because we got ears around, but I have some ideas. Okay, so come back to me.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
This Thursday or what day?
The Chinatown block party's on Saturday.
It's gonna be Saturday, November the 9th.
What day
Okay.
is Saturday?
It's gonna be Thursday.
Thursday.
So we'll let you know on Wednesday, and then I'm gonna be passing out some bags.
Thursday at 7 is the sweep. Nobody can come in here until Sunday at what time? Sunday what time?
12:01 a.m.
Okay, yeah, 12:01 a.m. Sunday, you're back in business.
How
You can
about
come back.
next week? Can they have the tents?
Next week, oh, I don't know.
No, Lake Street, she was asking.
Oh, Lake Street.
Are they gonna clean Lake Street, or is it just gonna be Soledad Street?
Are we getting back in
That's the
time
health
for
and
this?
safety cleanup of all
Oh, yeah, you
China.
could, because it's
So it's gonna be all around, you guys.
All the time.
So it's gonna be Bridge Street, Lake Street, and Soledad Street, the T, this way, all the way around in the circle, a 360.
I want to let you know some different booths that we're gonna have every booth is gonna be giving out clothing or hygiene products, and they're gonna be giving out food. Elizabeth right here is gonna be one in the kitchen. They're gonna be, all the food's gonna be prepared in the kitchen and then brought out. But if you go to any booth nobody will start giving out anything until 10 o'clock. So if somebody goes in there earlier, they ain't gonna get anything. It has to start at 10 o'clock. So they're gonna be setting up, getting ready, so please let them know that. Because last year I know they were getting frustrated, they wanted to get stuff earlier, but we cannot start until 10 o'clock. So that's really, really
And
important.
it's at 3 p.m.
And it ends at 3 p.m.
I got two things to say.
Okay.
It goes with what he was saying. That's true, and yes, the officers do a I shouldn't say good job, great job. But
That was that little dance you did.
there's that little but. The community has to work together.
Yes.
And like he said at the last town hall meeting that I attended, there's only 11 or so officers for the whole area of Salinas, from what I remember. And so, in order to make it a safe environment and community, we have to work together and have a neighborhood watch type thing, or
You guys
Get
are forming a
together.
neighborhood watch here.
Exactly.
Let people do it.
Well, you know, Tina, she's putting together, she has a lot of ideas.
Number,
It's up to you.
number one, and number two, that would help Officer Gary. Number two, Harvey, Gary, I would go by his first name.
Oh.
Here, come on, man.
Gabriel.
Okay, I think of you as a Gary, okay? Anyway.
Your name is now Gary.
Okay, Gabe. Anyways, number two, like she said, we need somewhere to store our stuff. I was in the past a volunteer and member of the Street Lights program, where we ended up having a bin, or a huge bin and bins to store people's money, and we ended up having, like, then donating a certain amount of cash to as rent, like $5 or so, to keep their thing in there. Because it takes a certain amount of money for us to rent the large bin and to get the bins. And we
I nominate you to look into that.
You know what? We really appreciate, their input and we love that program. But we have like only a few more minutes, so we're gonna take Wes' question and then Miss Tina is gonna wrap it up and then our facilitator is going to end it.
Okay, sorry to put it back on a downer note, but where can they go explicitly? Can they go to like the triangle right there? Can they go to the Sun Street Park? Can they, there's going to be a mass migration of people just disappearing. I mean, where are they allowed to go?
Okay, so I wish you would turn the camera off so I could say things that were unofficial. Turn the camera off so I could say things.
Well, if it's just on the unofficial level, I guess I can accept it at that level.
So, right, the city will not condone an area. Why have the Chinatown health and safety cleanups slowed down immensely? Because this guy and Tina, I don't think it's effective and I don't think it's necessary, right? As long as we're staying clean. Now, my buddy over here has got cleaned up 3 weeks in a row because he has a big, huge pile of stuff there that he keeps collecting, right? So we're trying to be more surgical about what we're doing and not displace everybody. That being said, unofficially,
Sounds good enough.
I'm gonna be very, very gentle. All I'm gonna say is that, yes, we're gonna have to clean up everything. Absolutely, that's something that's gonna happen because the city pays a bunch of money for these people to be here, and it wouldn't make sense for them to clean one little area when they have to pay them for the whole day, so we're gonna clean everything. That being said, the important part is Soledad Street and the corners of Market Way, okay? Those are the important part for the party. This has nothing to do with the police. I'm not throwing the party, right? This is your party.
Right here. Blame it on me.
We have to keep that area clean, right?
Or for the
So
soul train.
that part of the area is going to be clean. We're going to have to move out of the rest of the area, but you don't have to wait till midnight on Saturday to come into the rest of the area. Just Soledad Street and the corners of Market Way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can we do this together, please?
Yeah.
And not yell at me all the time?
Yeah.
Can you guys help
Wave
us
the
out
five
to do
fingers
a good
down
party?
one.
Ryan, get on the soul train.
Because if we don't participate,
Somewhere
what's the
else,
point?
this means,
Okay, so I just wanted to say that we need a few things from everybody. One is to live as lightly as you can, and when they come over with the free bins at the health and safety cleanup, know what you want to put in your bins to secure.
For them taking it, would they be able to deliver it back 3 days later?
I believe there's a process where you have to come and reclaim it, right, Gabe?
Yes.
Yes.
If they take it outside, they won't be able to bring it.
Where do they
Yeah.
take it to?
They take it to Sanborn and Industrial, where it's stored inside.
And it's sort of safe, dry, you'll get everything back, you get your little ticket, so just be prepared. The other thing is, we need to know what you guys want for that 4-hour shower and bathroom shift at the Navigation Center. Do you want 5 to 9, 6 to 10, 7 to 11? What is gonna work?
Oh, we have to know what time we want to
When
shower.
would the buses stop? In other words, do you have to know when somebody, that last shift, somebody would have to get out of here on a bus?
I actually don't have
I
that.
think it's 10 p.m., but that's just me guessing. I think I remember it being 10 p.m.
It depends on, which
On
bus.
on the route, but on this route, I think it's 10 p.m.
Thank you for coming, guys. We
Okay.
appreciate
So I'm
Our
hearing there's no
number.
preference.
Okay, so about the bathrooms, does it matter what time? Because that's what Tina was asking. So maybe if you go one by one, you can do a show of hands of which time slot that you would
Well,
prefer.
not everybody on the block is here, so.
Okay, well, maybe we'll do a little
A
outreach.
representative
So I'm gonna
sample.
go ahead and ask people one by one later, and then I'll let Ms. Tina know. But for now, could you just give her a rough idea of what this group is about?
So he has a really good idea.
I'd say 6 to like, or whatever
Yeah, in the
time
morning.
you guys decide.
No,
Because,
no, I think
6,
6 or
6
7,
at night, Dorothy's closes, so.
Okay.
Oh,
So
that's a
like
good
6
idea.
to
That's a
10
good laugh over,
p.m.
yeah.
So we're hearing 6 to 10 p.m.
Yeah,
for the
the thing
bathrooms and
is-
showers.
The other thing is, we can try it, and if it doesn't work at 6, then we can take a look at moving it up or down. But it's only a 4-hour time block.
6 to 10.
So
Yeah,
6
we're
to
right
10.
there, yeah.
That'll work for now?
6 to
For
10.
now, 6 to 10.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you, good idea.
Because
A few other things.
that's
Okay.
what, if
Oh,
we had it before, it was from the time.
Oh, just a second.
Because I was volunteering at I volunteered everywhere.
Okay, so just a few other quick things. Okay, this is gonna be fast because Jackie's out of the room. Jackie's getting an award for being a Chinatown ambassador. Jackie does a lot of things down here, so she was nominated and won. So this is a secret. We'll be honoring her at this party.
Okay.
And then the last thing I want to say is I want to dispel some rumors regarding the Moongate Plaza. A couple of people have come up to me and said that people have been leased up there and chosen, and people from other districts and even out of town. It's not true. Not one unit has been leased.
Yeah, that's, because that's what I was
They
told at one
stole
of
my
the.
paperwork to Moongate Plaza. I had a letter saying I was on top of the list, at number 400 something.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, I read my letter and took the top of the list off and they changed the number.
So what they did is they sent out your original number, that's your original number list, and then you qualify for preferences. You would qualify for, instead of a displaced preference, they call it homelessness, because they have a displaced preference for like a code enforcement issue.
Well, they changed the number on my paperwork.
Can I say something? Look how, and I'm gonna say a bad word, look how badass. Awesome.
Awesome, pure awesomeness.
So that preference list, right now they're doing the live-work preference for Salinas. They've done the artist preference already and they're moving through their preferences. Once they're through those preferences, they will default back to the original list. So that number that you got is your number. Oh, yes, so we don't know if we're gonna be able to get those commercial washers and dryers in place for phase 1. We were gonna target it for phase 2, but after being here today, Christina and I are feeling like we need to get this in place sooner.
You guys need help?
What if we assigned and gave each of you a towel? Would you be able to bring it to your shower and that way we can control the laundry?
Because we're looking right now, we're looking at purchasing towels, and if we have nowhere to wash them, we're kind of hoping that if we were to, Maria, so if I were to assign Maria, say, okay, Maria, here you go, here's your towel, you're responsible to bring it back when you come back to shower again, would that be something you guys would be open to?
Yes.
How many days do we have to use the towel?
Well, how do you
So the
keep it
thing was
clean?
that you can hang it up, like where your tent areas or where your space is, to let it dry out.
Yeah.
That's
dry
our
days.
in between until we get a washer and a dryer.
And you can wash it by hand.
And we're trying to figure out how to get that expedited, but in case we don't have it by next Friday, we still want to be able to have you guys come in and shower.
Yeah.
And then be responsible for your own towel to bring it back. Does that sound like something that could work?
That's it.
Any last thoughts, comments, questions?
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
All right, you guys, well, thank you once again, thanks for coming. Remember, in order for you to help yourself or somebody else, you gotta help yourself first, all right? Let's work as a teamwork and let's make this thing happen peacefully, all right?
Okay.